Hello, let's do Adventist Sudoku, day 9. And if you aren't familiar with Adventist Sudoku yet, definitely check the link in the description. I have a playlist starting at day 1. This is an introduction to Sudoku through 6x6 Sudokus and a different variant every day until Christmas. So for those who are with me now, today's puzzle you can find as usual in the description as well. You can download the PDF. And that updates every day with the latest list of puzzles. So this is puzzle 9. And today the variant we are doing, so we're back to having normal boxes in normal 6x6 rules, but we have these digits outside the grid, these 12s and 14s. And they are what are called sandwich clues. So the way they work is we're going to have a 1 and a 6 in every row and column. So let's say this row here, let's say we put the 1 here and the 6 here. Let's say that's where they end up. Maybe we'll do it this way just for a little bit more flexibility, but let's just say it's there. And this is how this row ends up. You take the digits between the 1 and 6 and you sum them up, in this case 8, and that needs to match the outside clue, in this case 12. So this would not be a correct way to fill this row, because between the 1 and the 6 we are adding to 8, but we're supposed to add to 12. And so you gotta kind of figure out how you're supposed to place those 1s and 6s in order to achieve those sums. If you'd like to try it yourself without any hints from me or my own solve, definitely try it now. And I'm gonna get started. So let me hit restart so my time will be correct. There we go. So the thing to understand about sandwich, first of all, is kind of the secret of Sudoku, which is every row, column, and box, you're gonna be placing the digits 1 through 6 in this case. And what do those add up to? Well, 1 plus 2 plus 3, etc. up to 6 adds to 21. And so that's a triangle number. If you know your triangle numbers, that helps. But you can just do the math on a calculator in your head, however you want to do that. But anyway, it does add to 21. But the 1 and the 6 never count towards the sandwich sums because they are the crust of the sandwich. They're the outside, and between the 1 and 6 is where we get our sums. So we have to subtract 7 from that. So 21 minus 7 is going to be 14. So 14 is the largest possible sum that we can do in a 6x6 sandwich, which means we have to put the 1 and the 6 on the very outside edges of these 14 clues. And this 6 here tells us what order they go in. This is another 14 clue. This 6 also tells us what order they go in. And these sandwich clues will just be done by the nature of having placed that 1 and that 6. So now the 12 clue, let's think about what that means. Well, we have 14 if we put them on the ends. So we don't want to put them on the ends. But what's going to be outside of the 1 and 6? That's called the outies, right? So what's going to be outside of that? Wherever we put the 1 and the 6, etc., we're going to have 1 or more cells outside. Well, outies are going to be 2, right? We have to put something summing to 2 outside of our sandwich, so that the insides add to 12, because otherwise the insides would add to 14. So the only way to get 2 is to actually place a 2 outside. So what that means is in this row, we have to put the 1, 6 here, because if we put the 1, 6, we can't put the 1, 6 here. And if we do it this way, then our outies are going to be way bigger than 2. So I have to put the 1 here and the 6 here, and then put the 2 outside of that sandwich. This 12 is similar. We either need to put the 1, 6 like this, or we need to put the 1, 6 like this. And then we're going to have a 2 on the outside in one of these two spots. We don't quite know how that resolves yet, but I'm sure if we do some Sudoku, that will resolve itself. So let's do some Sudoku first. Let's see. In this box, we only need 2 more digits. We need a 3 and a 5, and we know the order. This column needs 1 more digit. It needs a 2. Let's see. We need a 5 and a 2 over here. I don't quite know what those are yet, but it does mean this one is the 4. We know this can't be the 2, because the 2 needs to be outside the sandwich. The 2's in one of these two places, so that's actually a 5 and a 2, like that. 3 in this box goes here because of this 3. We need a 4 and a 5 in here. We know the order because of this 4. Down here we have 2 pairs left in these 2 columns, so this is 4 and 5, and this is 1 and 2, it looks like. Okay, so how do we want to complete this? Let's look in these boxes. We need a 1 in the box. That's going to go in one of these 2. We need a 2 in the box. That's going to go in one of these two. We need a 3 in the box. That's going to go in one of these 3. Or sorry, one of these 2. We have a 4. We need a 5 in the box. That's one of these 2. And we need a 6 in the box. Aha. The 6 being hidden fixes everything. That's a 6. That's a 2. And now that being a 6 means we have to do 1 and 2 like that. And then now this has to be a 3 for the column. That gives us 5 and 1. 2 and 1 are resolved. And then down here we just need a 3 somewhere. That goes here. We need a 6, which is going to go here. The remaining cells are 4 and 5 and 5 and 4. And our Santa cell's a 4. And I got done in about 4 minutes. So how did you do today? I don't blame you if you struggled a bit on this. Sandwich is one of the more interesting and difficult variants. Anytime there's sums involved, it just takes a lot of experience and a lot of mental math. And so you get more and more used to it. I know the arrows you might have struggled with a bit. Sandwiches you might have struggled with a bit, especially if you don't think about it with the outies. If you think about it by trying to get the insides to add right, that's a lot more mental math. So maybe your next sandwich will go quicker after watching my solve. If you're doing a 1 to 9 Sudoku and you're doing sandwiches, the innards can add up to 35 because 1 to 9 adds to 45, but the 1 and 9 are never part of the sum, and so they're outside of it. And so 35 is your maximum on a 9 by 9 Sudoku, just to let you know, in case you do one of those. But hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, why not leave a like and subscribe.